Hey you guys, and welcome back to Salty Reflections. Today my beautiful wife Stephanie and I are going to take you guys back out shrimp trawling, small scale commercial shrimp trawling right here in Beaufort, South Carolina. We already have got everything that we needed loaded up. We got some baskets, we got our pull ropes, we got a little coil table with our doors and our 25-foot trawl net. Plenty of ice. We need that ice. And one thing that we like to do also is add a little salt to make that ice even harder. It stays firmer longer, right, Steph?
Yep.
So we're about to take you guys on a video with us out here shrimp trawling. But before we do, we got to give a special shout out at this time to LiTime. It's a company that's got in touch with us, sent us a lithium 24-volt battery. It's a 100 amp hour battery and a 29.2 volt, 24 volt, 20 amp battery charger that comes with a bracket that you can mount this in the boat and a disconnect. It comes with the power supply cord that can be easily taken off. And we're looking forward to using this battery and charger right here on the boat that we're going to be taking you guys out with. If you'd like a battery like this or interested in batteries like these, they do come in all different sizes. And we're going to leave a link in this video's description so you guys can check these batteries out.
They make them as small as to power the smallest things, lawnmowers and things like that. They make little batteries, or they make huge, ginormous batteries that will supply power to your house if you want to live off grid. So LiTime is the battery supplier for you if you want to electrify things.
So guys, we've decided to come to the Eddings Point boat landing. We usually put in over at Butch's Landing here in Beaufort, South Carolina. But by checking the tides today, I realized that over there at that landing, there's 2 hours near the low tide that we can't get the boat in and out, and the tide is going to be low at 4:30, 4:41, somewhere in that area. So we're going to be shrimping the outgoing tide. And for any of you guys that's interested in this type of shrimping with a small boat, the only thing that I've really did to make this boat where it'll pull a little bit more is add a 4-blade aluminum prop, and it is pitched to pull to handle the load of pulling the doors and the 25-foot trawl net. So we're going to be running over here right in front of Harbor Island and throw this net out there, do a little pulling, see what we can come up with. Are you ready, Steph?
I'm ready.
Spotted a little barge that's carrying some cargo out here on the Morgan River, guys. So this small steel barge that you see being pushed by this small boat is going out to Morgan Island. It's the only barge that I know of in this area that looks like this. And if you don't know about Morgan Island, it's the island that you see right here off in the distance, right in the center there. It's an island used to do research on monkeys. So there's a lot of monkeys on that island that you can venture out here by boat and go up to the banks of it and see these monkeys. And these guys here, they're carrying pallets of food out to feed those monkeys. Always cool to see that kind of stuff, right, Steph?
It is. It's really cool to see the monkeys out for sure.
You never know what you may see out on the water of Beaufort, South Carolina, and the boats and stuff that come through the area, whether they're speed boats, trawl boats, sailboats, barges. People like us, we just admire them. I just love seeing them.
Yep, and if you want to see the monkeys, check out some of the other videos in our playlist. We've got some videos of the monkeys out before.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yep.
But hey, let's get on out here and get this trawl net out in the water and get a puller. Pull, pull, pull. So the type of shrimp trawling or commercial shrimp trawling that we're about to show you guys is nothing like what you see our big commercial shrimp trawlers doing in this area. This is totally different. We are commercial, but this is on a small boat scale. Remember that, guys. I'm seeing 3 or 4 or 5 big commercial shrimp boats out here coming in, and we're just coming out. So we're gonna see how it goes. Hopefully these guys have had a wonderful day out on the water, and the ride out here has been an awesome ride. Beautiful skies, got little clouds off in the distance inland. Right here we are in the St. Helena Sound, and we're coming around to the Harbor Island where we're going to deploy the net and pull, pull, pull. That's the way we like to do it. We like to just run out here and check and see what's out here. Have a good day out on the water and just enjoy our time being on the water. I think we're gonna wreck them. What you thinking, Steph?
I hope so.
Let's get on over there and get that net set out. We got our shrimp trawl net all set out on the beach the way that we want to start pulling it right off the beach. So we got the toughest part of this type of trawling did. Got the net set out. As long as everything goes good and we pull off the beach good, we should get some shrimp. So one of the main parts of getting us started is getting across this deep channel. We're coming across about a 45-foot deep channel that is right here off of Harbor Island Beach. And once we get to the other side, we'll be able to determine if that net is in the open position. These currents are really swift, guys, and getting across this channel is crucial. With the tide going out, I like to turn and go into the tide as much as possible so the tail bag stays back behind the net as I'm trying to get across the channel. We'll see how it goes when we get on the other side. Everything's looking good. I can see our 2 white lines going to our trawl doors spread open nicely, and our center line is right in the center where it needs to be. So this time when we done cross that channel and I see that, I start to make my turn that turn now and go out to a deeper channel and see if we can pick up some shrimp. Got another small trawl boat. Looks like those guys are checking their net out here right now. Shout out to those guys. I don't really know who they are, but hey, they're out here and enjoying the day on the water. And that's what we are all doing too, right guys?
I see him holding up a big shark, so I definitely see they called a shark.
Oh man. That is what we do not want. We do not want to catch those big sharks or stingrays or things like that in our trawl net. So we are limited here with this setup on how long we can trawl, because we are not using a TED in here in South Carolina. As long as we don't have winches and stuff on the boat to help maneuver that net or pull it in, we can trawl without a TED, but we're limited on how long we can pull, so that's a disadvantage.
Now with the Spanish mackerel, too small for us to keep. Some bullhead squid, we'll keep that for bait. Little look downers. Look downer. Sail cat. Little box jellies. Last minnow. These are butterfish. I said that wrong a while ago. I said they were look downers. That's a butterfish there.
So we're seeing some decent shrimp in this pool, and I think we're gonna have about 12 pounds, 14 pounds maybe. I'm thinking more like 12, because I think this bowl right here is usually about 10 when it's full.
Right.
We're close to that now, so maybe 12 pounds of medium large shrimp and somewhere around maybe 10 pounds of headed smaller shrimp that we picked out for bait. So not bad, but all in all, you're looking at about 30 pounds of white shrimp that we had in that first 30 to 45 minute trawl. And we only ended up with about 10 pounds of deheaded shrimp. But they're beautiful.
They are pretty.
Get them on this ice. Get them mixed in there really good. Keep them good and fresh. That's what we want. And how many pounds of bait shrimp do you estimate we ended up with, Steph?
Probably at least 5 to 7.
Guys, we've just pulled for about 45 minutes, and that time I was pulling in water anywhere from 15 to 25 foot in depth. The tide is still going out, guys. We've got about 2 hours to low tide. Let me grab it.
Yeah, the wind's pushing us over top of it now.
No big deal. That's what we were saying, that the tide is going out and the wind is blowing back this way, so it's wanting to push us across our net. But that's all right, because Long as we don't move those doors off the bottom, we'll be good. And when we throw the net tail back out, it'll drift with the current right behind us. No big deal. See, lots of stuff in this net. I'm gonna pull it on up while I got a chance right here and shake some of this down. Lots of shrimp caught up in here. Not gonna get them all out, but we'll get some of them. Oh man, looks like a pretty good bag here, guys. Maybe not much better than what we had. That's a good thing to see, guys. Look here. She's gonna give you guys a look at the size. Averaging. They're still mixed, but oh well. Having a great time. I'm gonna pull. Get to pulling again.
Yep, gotta get the net tied back up and back in the water.
And these dolphins, they're right here around us again, guys. Waiting to see what we throw back in. You know how them dolphins are. Looking for that free meal. So we're hooked back up, and you can see our net should be pulling great, guys. This time I'm gonna run the deeper channel with the tide, and as it slows down, because we're getting close to the low tide, I'm gonna head back over towards the Harbor River Bridge against the tide. So we just got through sorting through that bag of shrimp, and Stephanie's got some little small fish and stuff that we picked out just for crab bait. And I think we ended up with maybe 11 or 12 pounds of decent size, medium, large, deheaded shrimp. And I believe this time we are up to about maybe 12 or 14 pounds of that small shrimp, little bait shrimp, which are still good eating size shrimp. Try it again. Not bad at all, Steph. Beautiful shrimp.
Yeah, they are pretty. We're having to sort through a good bit. A lot of small ones in there, but
shrimp, and we get them deheaded, we like these strainer baskets just to use to put them in, dip down in the water as we're moving along, and that's how we clean them, get most of the trash and stuff, mud off of them. Here we are, got to get this here in this bag, and we got a pontoon boat out here that's pulling a trawl net today. Maybe that's a deck boat. It looks more like a deck boat, 5 guys on it enjoying the day as we are. I bet they've been watching. I'm telling you guys, I bet they've been watching. What you think, Steph?
maybe.
Oh yeah. I think they may be doing pretty good. Looks like a boat that we've seen out of Tennessee that comes to this area. Does that look like the same boat to you, Steph?
I think so, but I have no idea really.
Hard to tell.
If it is, y'all let us know. Y'all were watching before, so if y'all are still watching and that's y'all from Tennessee, let us know. Hello.
And as always, Thanks for watching in Tennessee. These videos are getting out all over the US and all over the world, guys. And we surely do appreciate you guys coming along with us on our videos. We're about to show you what we got in this tail bag. I think we got them this time. I think it's gonna be a big pull.
We're in hopes. That's all we can do. We're dragging the bottom. We'll see what's down there.
That's right. So guys, we're coming down the beach of Harbor Island. And this is a beach right here, Berry Island, that's getting hit really hard by erosion. You can see off in the distance here, this house right here and that one right there, they're unusable anymore. I got it right that time. So basically the beach is eroding from underneath those houses, making them a hazard to be in. And I think these houses need to be, you know, left like that until the ocean actually just consumes them and knocks them down for insurance purposes. That's what I understand. That's why they don't just go ahead and tear it down. But, you know, things could change. Maybe the beach would start building back up in those areas, but it's highly unlikely. But it's just another beautiful sight to see those beautiful colors of houses out here while we're trawling. Just riding down the beach, seeing others enjoying the day. Came across a few family right back here that were throwing a shrimp trawl net or little shrimp cast net, catching bait and fishing. So that's always cool to see.
Yeah, they were gathered up around their catch on the beach, checking it out. So, you know, they're like us, just looking at all the different creatures.
Boat that we were thinking is from Tennessee is over here to our left side now. We're going to swing on down towards the point and kind of come back around into the current and pull our trawl net back with you guys. So guys, I decided not to turn back around into the current because we're so close to being at the low tide point. So we're right here, and this is a massive sandbar on the south end of Harbor Island that beach explorers can get out and just come out on low tide. And if you guys are interested in a really nice place to come on vacation, check out the rentals on Harbor Island. They offer condos, houses, and there's some beautiful places, and it's a beautiful beach to be able to come out on. And off in the distance you can see over the sandbar here, that's actually Hunting Island, which is a little bit south of where we are at this point. So we're going to drop this top, angle the boat into the wind this time, just because we are so close to that low tide point. I think we're going to be safe and the net won't roll over. And this is going to be our last pull with you guys. This is it. Last one of the day. Hoping for the best.
We're in hopes.
That's right.
That's all we can do. We gotta get the hook.
So I have to be really careful now because the front of the boat is into the wind. and it's wanting to push us back towards the net. And we definitely don't want to get back there in our bridle. The bridle is that swivel that runs back there behind the motor. I just want to give enough slack to Steph that she can pull the pull ropes in and get hooked up without us getting all tangled up in it. Just drop it whenever you get a chance. That's good. Well, we're hoping for the best, guys. Shrimping is just like any other type of fishing. Sometimes you hit them big and sometimes you don't. If you like it, you're going to do it either way. And this is why we chose to put in at the boat landing that's further away, because now it's low tide, and if we was wanting to leave right now, we wouldn't be able to. Pretty big bag here, guys. Pretty big. For a small boat, good size bag. So not a bad bag at all. And I noticed a shark in there.
Yep, got a little shark.
And I think we called it just right. The wind is holding us off the net and everything. And when we get this here done, I'm going to go ahead and start pulling our net and everything back in the boat. Why is it that last pull is always the best pull? Maybe it's because, you know, you're tired. So from the looks of it, I would say we doubled up on this one. So guys, we ended up with 45 pounds of the headed shrimp. That's heads off. Don't know exactly how many pounds of the small shrimp we ended up with. We did run into a family that was fishing on the boat landing floater when we got back. And I poured them a whole 5-gallon bucket full of medium and small little shrimp that we just let them have, you know, just give them. So guys, we got all that shrimp, the boat, everything cleaned up. I got the LiTime 24-volt battery charging, and it is recommended that if you do buy one of these types of batteries that you charge it fully first before using it. And like we said, the link will be in the description of this video for LiTime. LiTime.
So with the shrimp we caught today, we have cleaned a few, basically about a pound of them we have cleaned already, deveined and peeled, and we are going to make a hot cheese shrimp dip. So if you have crabbed with us on one of the most recent crabbing videos, we made a crab dip. So this is similar, but we're going to use shrimp. And I have got to cook the shrimp first, so I've got some oil heating up in the pan, just some olive oil. It sounded a lot hotter than it was. I hear it sizzling. And I'm not going to worry about seasoning them, just because of the fact that I'm going to add lots of seasoning to the dip. And shrimp don't take but a couple minutes to cook once that eye gets hot. So while that's cooking, I'm going to show you what we're going to use in the dip. We're going to use cream cheese, and all I have today is whipped cream cheese. I'm only going to use about 8 ounces of it, which is what's in this container. 1 cup of mozzarella is what I'm going to use. Half a cup of sour cream. Half a cup of Duke's mayonnaise or mayonnaise of your choice. 1 tablespoon of grated white onion. 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. A half a teaspoon of hot sauce. Half a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. In this one I have half a teaspoon of black pepper and 1 teaspoon of seasoning salt. I'm going to add, just because we like things spicy, I have half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper and 1/4 of a teaspoon of garlic powder. And we didn't have any parsley today, so I'm going to use some cilantro. You know, parsley doesn't really have much of a taste anyway. Cilantro kind of has a strong taste, so we're going to let that flavor this dip up. We're just going to cook these shrimp a little bit. And the last time I made this dip with the shrimp, I just kind of chopped them a few times, so they were kind of big chunks of shrimp on it. But Oliver says he would like it to be shredded in it this time, so that's what we're going to do this time. And these shrimp are mostly done already. And they're going to cook for 25 minutes in the oven in this dip, so they're going to be well done. I'm going to let them cook for another minute or so right here. I do have my oven preheated to 350, and as these shrimp continue to cook, I'm going to go ahead and get these ingredients mixed up in this bowl. I'm going to mix the cream cheese first, and it won't be as hard to mix as the bar cream cheese because this is the whipped cream cheese already, so it is actually already pretty creamy. And Oliver, if you will, I'm gonna grab me another spoon for that shrimp because I've already put this and these other ingredients. Thank you.
I got it for you, baby.
Thank you, thank you.
That shrimp broth good enough for you?
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm just going to take them off of the eye because they are done. And I'm going to get this mixed up. So I'm going to cream that cream cheese, sour cream, and the mayonnaise together before I mix the other ingredients in it. Just because I want to make sure the cream cheese is well incorporated in it. Even though it's whipped, I still want to make sure it's all throughout the sour cream and the mayonnaise.
And guys, like Stephanie was telling you, you can also use this same recipe right here with blue crab and fish.
Yep, it makes a great dip for almost any meat. You could actually do the same thing with ground sausage or ground beef as well. So, all right, I'm gonna let that cool for another second while we mix these other ingredients. So I added the cheese, the onion, and I grated it up really good because I'm not really a fan of onion, so I like it chopped up pretty well. All those seasonings look good. This is a
great cheese dip, guys, or shrimp dip. What's the real name of it?
It is a hot crab dip, shrimp dip, so whatever you call it, it's just called a hot crab dip.
Hot cheese or just hot?
I always say hot cheese shrimp dip just because it is a lot of cheese in it too.
Right.
But it's actually on the recipe that I always look at to make sure I'm using all the correct ingredients. It just says hot crab dip. I have actually modified it a little bit today because I've added the cayenne pepper, the garlic powder, and the cilantro.
I bet it's going to be great.
I don't know about the rest of you guys, but I don't never do anything like everybody says you should do, so I don't follow the recipe exactly.
You can kind of work with what you have around.
That's right.
Improvise a little bit.
And we like things spicy, so we like to add extra hot sauce and extra peppers, so it doesn't call for cayenne pepper at all. Or garlic powder, actually, but I thought it would taste good with it. Shrimp tastes good with garlic, right? So I'm going to use this little device here just to chop my shrimp up into shreds like Oliver wants in this dish.
Yeah, I kind of like the meat like chopped up fine. It's kind of like when you're using the crab, even though you have lumps, there's a lot of little pieces and bits that get kind of distributed out a lot more evenly through the dip. So, you know, I think the shredded or diced up really, really small works best.
And I'm actually going to use that little bit of juice and oil in it too.
Can't hurt nothing.
Nah. And if you're a fan of Tupperware and you don't have one of these, this is one of Tupperware's best inventions, in my opinion. Just because this is the small one that I'm using, I'm shaking it a little bit just to make sure that I get the bigger pieces down into the blades. And I don't want to chop it too much because it will turn anything that you put in there into very, very fine pieces. I see so one or two pieces that are still whole.
You can kind of see how good that device works. It shredded that meat up really nice.
Yep, and I'm gonna do it a little bit more just because I do see a couple whole ones down in there. I'm gonna try to shake them up, make sure I get those whole ones down into the blades.
A little OCD.
Yeah, a little bit. If I'm not expected to have whole shrimp, I don't want any whole shrimp in there. Although I like the dip when it was kind of chunky because as I was dipping it, I would make sure I had like a big chunk of shrimp in it. Whereas this will be incorporated all throughout. So you definitely won't have to worry about not having any shrimp on your cracker.
I would say it did a great job.
Yes. That's the Tupperware Power Chef. And I'm going to use a big ceramic dish today to bake in. This one is probably a 9 by 13, just because I want it to be kind of thin, so that way it gets a thin layer across it so the whole top can get kind of brown and crusty a little bit. And you do not have to grease this because of all the cheese that you use. Of course, anybody that uses cheese to bake with or cook with, you know cheese has a lot of oil already in it, of course, and we use that mayonnaise, which is very oily as well. So you do not have to grease the pan.
And guys, this is smelling good already. It doesn't even have to be cooked. And it's already smelling good because really, you could about eat it just like it is, right, Steph?
Yeah, everything that's in it right now you could eat. I mean, the shrimp's already cooked, so you could eat it raw if you wanted to. Although it's really, really good hot, because even if when I'm eating leftovers, I tend to heat this up so it'll be hot. I like it hot. As far as temperature hot.
Yeah, the last time that we made the crab dip like this right here, we had ate a little section out of it. And when we carried it back with our family, we reheated it in the oven. And the thing about this cheese is when you reheat it, it kind of just fills back in that area that you took out. So it looked like, you know, we hadn't even ate out of it, but everybody enjoyed that crab dip. It was great.
Sure did. And I'm going to add a little extra to this just because I just thought about it. This is a different variation that we've made of this many times. I'm going to add a little panko crumbs to the top. That'll make it a little bit crispy. You can actually add like more shredded cheese to the top and that sort of thing too. And at times we've added like this along with like Parmesan cheese, either the grated or actual, you know, real shredded. So I'm just gonna add a little bit to the top. Oliver and I are trying to maintain a lower carb diet. Not really a diet anymore, more of a lifestyle. As you know, that a lot of you guys that follow along for a long time, we've lost a good bit of weight, and that has been what we have done to achieve that, is trying to stay away from some of those carbs. So I'm not gonna make it a really, really thick layer across the top of the panko crumbs, just enough to give a little bit of crunchiness with it, because we are gonna eat crackers with it. So that's gonna be plenty of carbs. So I got that ready, and it is gonna go into the oven for 30 minutes.
And Steph's talking about, you know, our weight loss. Over 100 pounds between the two of us within the last year, guys. And, you know, people had commented so much on that and told us, you know, how healthier we were looking and stuff. And we're thankful for it. There was some that was concerned that there was issues going on with us, maybe health issues and stuff, but there's nothing like that going on. It was just did by our own efforts and willpower to achieve a weight loss goal that we set out on. We didn't know how much we wanted to lose, but hey, we're just at that level now where we're just staying eating as low carbs as possible. We are eating a little bit more than we was when we were trying to lose the weight, but
yeah, we had milkshakes yesterday, so along with some other carbs, but we enjoyed some milkshakes yesterday from Cookout, so that was a treat. But gotta get everything cleaned up. I'm gonna get cleaned up while this is cooking. See you back in a minute.
And I've been talking with one of my good friends from this area. He always gets in touch with me right after these videos, and been encouraging him about how to lose weight, and told him some of the things that we buy and use and stuff like that. You know, you can see fruits, vegetables, stuff like that. If you want something sweet, we went with this sugar-free candy. We are not drinking any sugary drinks. Actually, Stephanie only drinks water now. I do drink diet drinks and, you know, stuff like that, but no sugary drinks. We got 28 minutes and we'll take a look at this dish that Stephanie has going for you guys. Looks good.
It does look good. And of course, if you want that to brown a little more, you can put it on broil for a second and let the top brown. It's pretty good with us. I do like it brown, but right now I'm kind of hungry. So let's eat.
It's been a long day.
It has been a long day.
And that was just enough time for us to get us a bath and get some stuff cleaned up before we brought you guys back on to give this dip a try.
And of course it will solidify a little more the longer it sits out and harden a little bit, but right now we're just trying to get a taste with you guys. Ooh, it looks good. It smells delicious. I can't wait to taste it. Yummy.
Man, that looks great.
So you ready to taste?
I'll give it a try first, or you want to try
I'll
first?
let you try.
Okay.
I cooked it, so you try it first.
Sure, I will. I ain't gonna argue about it.
It's probably hot.
You hit the spot. Great. The flavor is wonderful. You got to give it a try.
And I was just thinking as he went to take that first bite, I know something I did different in the last dip that we didn't have with you guys, but I actually had put some real peppers in it that our son Daniel had grown and cut those up and put them in there. Didn't use the cayenne peppers then. So that's another variation you can do is fresh peppers. Mwah.
It's great.
Chef's kisses for sure.
You guys got to try this one.
Yes. It is wonderful.
You may not have followed the recipe exactly, but you nailed this one.
All right. We thank you guys for coming along shrimping with us and cooking with us. It's been a long day. We're going to eat and hit the hay.
You guys take care and stay safe out there. Thank each and every one of you for watching.